got it mostly fitted here. There's that seam. I did have to go to the shrinker stretcher and tweak that curve just a little bit, but not bad. Here's where we're at with this side. You can see that this is probably a good 1/4 inch to maybe 3/8 of an inch high there, so I'll have to cut a little bit out of here to lower that back down, but that's not a big deal. We can live with that. So we're up there pretty high. Here's where our door is at. They naturally are a little bit wider, the buses, it seems, down in here. Overall, it's not too bad. It probably could go up a little here, but that's probably the way the dog leg is. I'll have to try to bend that a little bit. What I had to do, so I've got myself cleared in, and I've got a screw inside here, and I've got a screw hole in it there. So I was really good here, but this part of the dog leg was in too far, and the door was sticking out. So I really had to pull on this to get it out there. And what's happening is this is starting to bulge here as it's trying to push it back in. And the main reason for that is, one, the floor isn't there, and this is rusted out here. This should come down, let's see, right around in here, and then it has a lip that turns in, which will strengthen that the floor sits on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that little piece. I got the floor panel here. I've cut a bunch of the top part of the floor off. I'm not going to use that. Remember, we're going to try to use as much original metal as we can. It is pretty much solid from there up. So there's our floor. So I'm going to start fitting that just enough so I can make my little patch panel for here, and that'll help strengthen this up, so when I pull on this dog leg to get it out, it won't tweak that back in. The other thing I had to do is my door was sagging just a little bit, so I put this ratchet strap in there. With the dog leg gone and the floor gone, this front A-pillar must have moved out just a little bit, and the door was sagging a tad. So I put the strap in there to kind of pull that back a little bit. Now when the door goes closed, it's lined up nice. So that's the reasoning for that being in there. So we're making progress. Figured I'd show you where this is at. So I'm going to do that floor part, and we'll come back again when I've got that welded in. Talk to you later. Got my patch made, my little piece here. That's what it looks like. Here's the floor. Floor is going to need a little bit of a tweaking on the curvature there, but we'll deal with that. So that's what I'm going to get welded in, but before I do that, I want to take the laser cleaner and clean up all this rust here and get some rust bullet on there, since that'll be hidden in the bottom of that floor in that area. So I'll come back when I got that welded in the floor, and then we'll finish tweaking our dog leg. Alright, I'm back, ready to weld. Got the new piece in here for the floor to mount on. That strengthened that up. So I've got this dog leg pulled out, far enough. I ended up screwing the dog leg on instead of using my Cleos. The door was, when I would close it, was hitting it. Plus these screws were pulled this down a lot nicer for me. So I've got that all lined up. That's our fit. Not looking too bad. Okay. I've also got the floor patch panel ready to go. Got all my holes drilled with plug welds. Same with on our dog leg here. And that's gonna go in there like such. What I'll end up doing is how I'm gonna do this to cut this out, because it'll be butt welded. I will get this floor tacked in here. Then I will take my cutoff wheel and Sawzall and I'll cut this edge at the same time. That way I'll have a perfect cut for that to butt weld up. So I'll get a few of those tacked in. So I'm going to put my welding helmet on here and I'm going to start putting some of these plug welds in and going from there. I'll let you watch for a little while. Glasses, helmets. Okay. Alright, just gonna put I'm only gonna put a couple in here on our floor to start us out. You can see that. So, essentially that's how I do a lot of patch panels, have the piece over the top and then cut out. It sure helps to get a nice cut there and a nice tight butt weld with a little bit of a seam. So what I'm going to do now is I'll finish up welding that whole thing. Rest of my plug welds there. I've got to do some welding here. And I've got welding inside here to do, and along here, and up here. And then this side should be done. So let me get that all welded up, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, thanks. Well, we're done. Everything's welded in. Put a coat of stuff on there so don't rust. I've got to go through and strip the E-coating off yet. And I got some holes I got to put in here for the reflectors on the 69. I've got everything in here. So that's it. For the most part, it didn't go too bad. I probably have 15, 16 hours in this whole thing. So just to give you an idea of how long it can take. So please leave some comments down there with what you liked about it or what you think I could do easier, because I'm always looking for an easier way to do it, but right. So, and please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot when you guys do that. Helps me keep bringing you more stuff. So once again, here we are. Probably start making our way to the front. You know, if I make my way around, that's pretty bent up pretty good, so that whole thing is going to get replaced. We'll see, either that or we'll start on the driver's side, but we'll go from there. Again, thanks guys. Remember to subscribe. Take care.